So let's address Reliance. And Anisha, it's not the numbers are bravo, but it's just that stock has underperformed so much that little bit of incremental change on areas where there has been stress, I think is something which may just do the trick for the market. The retail business is coming back and OTC segment is looking decent. The stock has underperformed. It is cheap now. It is just, when a stock is underperforming, when it is cheap, and when there is a hope and an evidence that the turn in the numbers is something which is visible, the stock, it could outperform. And I think that's Reliance for you. Brokerages across the board, they've said a thumbs up. Some have said double thumbs up. I think across the board, brokerages will put out that number. They've also upgraded their target for Reliance. So needless to say, an underperforming stock, but a heavyweight Reliance really holds the key. Infosys, completely different kettle of fish. Very different in terms of the approach. Stocks outperformed. The stock had hit a relative, it was almost at a new high at the end of December and the beginning of Jan. There's nothing bravo which will justify an earnings massive upgrade, but the positioning of the stock is such that if you're thinking 3 months out or 6 months out, this entire dollar tailwind is going to be missing. So if you are able to see 3 months out and say, okay, the business is looking okay, the stock has run up, psychological tailwind which the stock enjoyed because of the weakness in the currency, if that changes, is IT a buy now? As it is, globally, US tech stocks have started correcting. We've seen what's happened to Apple, we've seen what's happened to Nvidia, we've seen what's happened to Cognizant. So if there's a crunch in global stocks, which is technology, you cannot compare them, but tech psychologically, fall in US stocks will have impact in Indian stocks. Where rupee is headed in terms of the strength, what numbers are and where the valuations are, you would say Infosys may just struggle at these levels and the bias could be downward. And Axis Bank, I think I'll give them benefit of doubt, Anisha, because you know that they've demonstrated excellence in last couple of quarters. Last quarters, they're blaming it on seasonality. The stock had a different reaction same time a quarter ago. It could be different reaction today. But I think for Axis Bank, bias could come back at lower levels because with private banks, they're cheap and the 1 year visibility or the 6 month visibility is certainly better for them.